Well, hello guys. Can you hear us? We're having a few technical difficulties, but
yeah, sorry, there was a lot of traffic coming from the barber shop. I couldn't make it in time. Angela, wise ass.
Can you guys hear us? Can you hear us? All right. Well, welcome to tonight's live stream of the Unretired AF podcast, the podcast created especially for the over 60 rabble rouser wise ass crowd. So anyway, this is the situation. We're using the StreamYard software, which is really fantastic, and I tried it on my webcam for my desktop. But we have a new computer that we call the Beast that we use for live streaming. And now when we're looking at the screen, it's tiny. So we are, but that doesn't matter. I mean, you can see us, we can see ourselves, but we're going to be over here looking at your comments. But you want to check out, this is something that's really cool now. Isn't that cool? Can you see that on the screen? So now when you have a comment, we can put it on the screen so that when people are watching it in the replay, they can see the comments. So it's pretty cool. All right. Well, let's get started. We're going to be doing, this episode is going to be about the first jobs we had, our career, what we did in our careers, and what we're doing in our unretirement. So let's not even do the hook. No. We've kind of blown through our hook and whatever. So I'm Tav. For those who are new to our channel, I'm Tav.
And I'm Barber Boy Jim.
And this is my husband Jim, and we are the Unretired AF podcast. Oh, nice, Angela.
How'd you like all that?
Angela says, I saw your warehouse of merch. Yeah, we're pretty excited about it. We're wearing it. I'm wearing, you can't see it because I've got the comment in the way, and Jim and I are both wearing, we've got the mug ready. Jim's got
the giveaway mug.
Jim has your names going into there. So
I got to do that.
So yeah. Angela says there was so much, and there was. I mean, we went a little crazy. We had a lot of choices of things we could put in there. So we put a lot of stuff in there. So and some other stuff that we're doing.
Oh, Angela first.
Angela said, I was, whoops. She said, I was surprised there were no wine glasses. They didn't even offer that. Can you believe it? They didn't. Now, Jim has a travel mug because he drinks a lot.
Look at this bad boy.
Of iced tea or water. And so we got a 40 ounce, he got the 40 ounce travel mug. And it's really nice. He put ice in it yesterday and it lasted you all day, didn't it?
Yeah.
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 So that's cool. All right. So
WA.
So WA is going into the cup. Here, we'll put the cup in the middle. Into the cup. And Angela, you got Angela in the cup?
I got Angela in the cup.
Angela, you're in the cup. Okay. Yeah, that mug, that travel mug is enormous. So
it's awesome though. It was like I stayed in there for 14 hours yesterday.
Yeah. And so let's see here. We have a lot of cool tech that we can do with this new software, even though it's kind of tiny for us. But we're gonna look. We're gonna start with. I can't even read them. That's kind of a drag. Okay, so look at this cool banner that I made. So you know what. This is the episode title, From First Jobs to the Unretired Life. So we're going to get more skilled at doing this than we are right now. So just bear with us while we figure out all this new stuff. All right. So the first section is going to be our first jobs and where it all began. Do you want to talk about that, Jim, of what your first job was?
Well, yeah, I guess a combination of cutting grass and being a shrimper. As you know, I grew up with boats and we would shrimp or oyster and sell it to whomever. So that was kind of the first. I was young. I was like 11 or 12 with that.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. And then I guess got a job at Piggly Wiggly. I was a wrecker driver. I was growing up in a small town. There was a lot of opportunity.
Gotcha. Well, WA says, excuse me, it's hard for me to see, it's so tiny. I love the mug. I won a few weeks ago. I use it every morning. Thank you, guys. Oh, we're so glad you like it.
That's great.
We're so glad you like
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Angela says, WA, you are going to end up with a matching set. Maybe, maybe not. There's still a chance. There is still a chance. Well, and if you're just joining us, we're doing a drawing at the end of this podcast, or this live stream rather, and we'll be giving away a mug of your choice this time. You're going to go into our store. You can pick out whichever mug you want and pick it. We're not gonna ship it anymore because honestly,
man,
honestly, it's a lot less expensive for us to just have it drop shipped than for us to ship it on our own. So we're just gonna let you pick out whatever you want and drop ship it to you.
We learned that the hard way.
Yeah. All right. So our first question for you guys: what was your first job and how much did you make? I'll talk about my first job while you guys are thinking about putting something in there. My first job that wasn't just like babysitting or whatever was I was working at this. I guess it was like a dinner. I don't know. It's where they had dancing and dinner and drinks and it was couples, and it was back in the 70s in the Midwest. And
a dinner club.
And I was a bar back, believe it or not. I was 14 years old. I was a bar back, and I would bring beer out from the chillers in the back and restock the bartender stations. That was my very, very first job. But that wasn't a legal job. So that was, I guess, my first legal job that I got. I was a photo mate at a photo mat in a grocery store parking lot near where I went to high school, and I loved that job. I would look at everyone's pictures too. If you were taking your pictures to the photo mat, understand the photo mates were looking at all your pictures.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
All right. Angela says, I'm going to read it before I put it up there. She says, I was a Saturday night newspaper sales associate in front of the local Kmart when I was 13. I think it was 25 cents a paper plus tips. That's awesome. That's awesome. And she says, I was selling the Sunday papers. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I had a lot of jobs back then. I also worked at Dunkin' Donuts, which I liked because my family loved it, because I would bring home the donuts at the end of my shift, because I worked the 3 to 11 shift when I was in high school. And so I would bring donuts home from my family.
None of us were scared to work.
Well, and they love that. And they love that. And you're right. None of us were scared to work. We just wanted money.
Right.
I mean, the money was like freedom. It represented freedom for us. And we all had stuff. And I don't know if, if you guys, if your parents were giving you money, but my parents weren't giving me any money. Weren't giving me shit. If I wanted to do anything, I had to earn it.
Man, WA, you were in high cotton.
So let's see. WA says, I worked in a hospital
hour.
in housekeeping, washing floors. I believe I made around $9 an hour.
Holy smokes!
How old were you? Is this like when you were like in your 20s? Because I don't know anybody our age making $9 an hour back
33,
then.
probably.
That's crazy.
Hello,
crazy.
William. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, William. Hi, William. Hi, Dawn. All right. Dawn says she worked at Kmart. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. We didn't have a Kmart in my town, but we had one.
Dawn, you're in the cup.
You're in the cup for the drawing. All right. And let's see. William says, let's see. Hang on. William says, 13 years old, garbage man. My uncle would I'm sorry, I have to take it off to read it. Hang on, I'll put it back on. My uncle would hire us during the summer. That's some hard work right there. That's no easy job there.
William, you're in the cup.
You are in the cup. All right. Angela says, oh, I got to take it off. Hang on a second. Sorry. When I was 15, I worked at the auto auction on Monday nights. I made $15, I think. I was the auctioneer assistant. So was that
Wow. That's
so was
awesome.
that $15 for the night or $15 for the oh, look how it's I can see it now.
Yeah.
Was that $15 for the night or $15 for the for per hour? Man, that's good money.
Yeah.
Oh, WA clarified. He said I was in college. I was in college. All right. All right. Oh, and Angela says that was $15. $15 for the night. Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's awesome. All right. So we're going to go on to the next question. I'm sorry. We're having a, it's just new technology woes. Boomers and technology. Just watch it. We're going to end up being a meme on Facebook or here, or I'm sorry, probably on Facebook or probably more likely here. All right. Who remembers getting paid in cash in a paper envelope? Did any of you guys get that?
Oh yeah, I did.
I did too. I think that bar job, I got paid in an envelope. I don't think I certainly wasn't getting a check or anything. I got paid in an
When I was a bouncer, it was all cash.
All cash?
Yeah.
We love that cash envelope.
Oh yeah. When I sold seafood, that was all cash. Yeah.
No, Angela says, nope, it was a check. So she got paid in a check. Even at 15. I thought you had to be 16 to legally work. So Kmart was breaking the law. All right. Oh, and see, William says, always in cash, under the table. Yep, that's exactly how it was for us too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Although when I started working as a photo mate and also at Dunkin' Donuts, I was getting a check. But that first was under the was under there. Angela says she got a check. They handed it to us at the end of the night. So at the end of the auction night, they would that's pretty cool.
Sure, close the night out.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's really cool. So it's probably like a 1099 thing more than like a employee thing. Cash for selling paper. She said they dropped them off to me and then I kept what they didn't get. Oh, is that how it works? So you would you would have to collect it. And so you had to just pay and then whatever was left, you got to keep. I gotcha. Oh, and she said it was under the table. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of those jobs were under the table. So she answered, it was under the table. All right. How about Dawn? Do you have any first job experiences? You got in here a little bit late, so we can ask you. You feel free to just pop any comment in there about your first job. We'd love to hear what you were doing. Okay. How about the next question? What's a lesson from your first job that stuck with you? How about you?
Probably to
move faster than the Asian guy that kicked you in the face.
Well, treat people as you wanted to be treated.
Right. I mean,
and that can be a hard lesson sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, the lesson from my bar back job was to, I mean, I liked getting that money at the end, and it was a lot more than I made babysitting, probably 2 or 3 times as much.
Yeah.
Because I got paid from the owner, and then the bartenders would tip me also because they liked it if I kept my, So I think it was working hard. You would get a reward.
Yeah.
There were rewards for busting your ass and working hard. That was a lesson for me. All right, Angela says.
Yep, just be nice.
Yeah, just be nice, and that's it. I think I think that was just drilled in us from all aspects of society back then, don't you think? Yeah. All right, moving on to the next question. What was the worst part-time job you ever had?
Oh, mine by far.
What?
We thought we were going to make $1,000 when I think I've told the story before. When
Right.
my friend had a big farm
Right.
in northern Mississippi, and
Mm-hmm.
we were going to go throw hay bales. And his dad, I don't even remember how much he said, but we figured it up. We would do hundreds of bales, and man, I made like $4. It was tough.
That's
Those
tough.
big,
Oh,
huge bales.
oh, I know what it was. It was when I did for one summer back in Illinois. I did corn detasseling, and you ride on a farm piece of farm equipment, and you go down the row, and you're pulling off the tassels, because if the tassels come off, then it instead of the plant devoting all the energy to the tassel, it would devote all the energy to make the cob, the corn cob, and the corn bigger.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Don says, "Wow, minimum wage was $3.81 in 1981. Was it? I was getting gypped off. I was only getting $3.10, I think. I want to say in 1981, because I remember 1981 because that's when I graduated from high school." And Angela says, "I don't think I ever had a bad part-time job."
Well, that's good.
That's really good.
That's great.
I mean, the corn detasseling, it paid a lot. I mean, we probably made, this was in the 70s. This was probably 77. And I think I was probably making $4 or $5 an hour. It was a lot back then, a lot. And it was only for a few weeks in the summer.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a permanent job.
That's great.
Anything from anybody else on bad part-time jobs? If not, we will move on. And we're not necessarily watching our time tonight like we have in the past. If we go longer, we go longer. Okay. All right. Now we're going to move to the next topic area, which is the career years, the hustle and the highlights from our career years. Okay. So the first question is, did you stay in one field your whole life, or did you switch careers? Oh, Angela says, "I joined the Air Force when I was 20, did 24 years. Then I got hired on with Raytheon in 2007.
Awesome.
That's really good. That's really good. So you were pretty stable. That's great. I think we're probably the last generation of that.
Yeah.
Of that happening. It seems like people are changing jobs a lot more out of need. It seems like the companies don't want to keep them anymore.
Right.
And Angela says, "I just quit in March." So
Congratulations.
You just quit from Raytheon in March. Okay. Well, congratulations on that. You have to let us know what you're going to be doing. I think actually we have some questions about that coming up.
So I started in the oil field.
Right.
Then I went from there to engineering. Then from there I went to commodities trading. And then from there I retired.
Yeah. Unretired.
Unretired. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun.
I mean, my career was very different. I was, I did a lot of jobs, but then I eventually settled down and became a legal secretary. I was a legal secretary in Los Angeles for about 15 years. Then I quit to stay home and when my son was born. And then after he grew up enough for me to work, I became a travel agent, because I actually went to college for travel and tourism. And I was a travel agent until 2008, when everybody can imagine how great the selling cruises, because I specialize in selling cruises, how great that was in 2008. Yeah. We had everything cancel all at once. And then I got into the insurance business at that point, and I've been in the insurance business since then, and just unretiring.
Well, Angela, thank you for your service to our country. Okay. Thank you very much.
William says, "One job led into another and finally became a lineman, going on 41 years. That's great."
Man, William, great. If you're a lineman in South Florida and all those hurricanes, you have busted your butt, man.
Yeah.
I thank you. Thank you for your for what you've done, man.
Jim and
That's
I
a
were
tough gig.
Jim and I were in Louisiana after what hurricane was it?
That was
In 20?
Hugo,
Whichever one was in 20.
the one that were the three
that
the
hit
three
Lake
back
Charles,
to back to back. Yeah.
that hit Lake Charles area, and we actually ended up, because we were at the time we were there to work as adjusters, and so we ended up staying in an RV, and everybody in the whole RV park were linemen.
Yeah.
I think I was the only woman there in the whole park, and we were there for what, like 2 or 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we got an appreciation for the linemen. So,
Absolutely.
So thank you for that. That's
hard
awesome.
working.
All right. Hang on. I got to go back.
I love hurricanes.
Hang on. I got to go back.
Hazard pay.
Hang on. All right. Now, WA says, I switched careers, started as an electrical engineer. Then 10 years later, I switched to the airlines. Oh, that sounds exciting.
That's awesome. That's exciting.
That sounds really exciting. Yeah. And are you, let us know in the comments if you guys are retired. I think Angela has said she is. I think everybody else is still doing something. And Angela is. She's just doing, I think you were telling me about, well, we'll get to it. Some of you, I think you were telling me you were doing crocheting or something. I can't remember. We'll get to it. And let's see. William says, thanks. I work a lot. I love hurricanes. The hurricanes keep everybody busy there, don't they? All right.
Yes, William is in the cup. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Angela says, did we put William in the cup? Yep, he went in the cup. And Angela says, oh, hang on. It's like boomers. Angela says, I'm retired. I'm done. Oh, did I put it there? I'm retired. I'm done. All right. And then WA says, hopefully in 2 years I'll retire. All right. Awesome. I mean, I think a lot of us are right around the same age. We're, kind of negotiating that, what that's going to look like for us. I think we're all kind of there.
One of us may be a bit older.
Not much older. Oh, hang on. I think you're just being a smartass. All right. Let's see here. William says, I'll be retiring after a hip replacement due to getting out of the bucket 500,000 times. Oh, it took me a couple of seconds to realize that. The bucket, what do you call it? The crane bucket? Is that what it's called? The
boom truck.
The boom truck. The boom truck. All right. I don't know.
Hello, Tony.
Term. Hey, Tony. Tony says, hey, guys. So nice to see you here.
You are in the cup.
You are in the cup. All right. Let's go to the next question. Okay. This is only going to really apply to Angela. What's one thing you miss about working life? Do you miss anything, Angela, or are you just happy to be unretired or to be retired? WA says, I'm thinking you should take my name out of the cup as I won a few weeks ago, and I would love to see someone else enjoy one of your merchandise. Well,
that's real nice of you to say, but we got it handled.
You're already in there. All right. And Angela says, in answer to the question if she misses anything, not a damn thing.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. That's great. All right. So we'll move on to the next question because I think everybody else is still working. All right. Well, I'm not going to say that one. Well, I'll put it on there. I have it here. What's one thing you don't miss at all? Well, I think Angela said she doesn't miss a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
So there isn't anything to put there. Okay. All right. How about we'll move on? Let's move along. Ever have a boss who was movie villain evil? Anybody ever have Angela says, things that she misses, Angela says the people. Okay, that's fair. Yep.
Yeah.
And William says, I'll miss helping people who couldn't afford repairs.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah. And Angela says on this question, the boss, an evil boss. ever have a boss who was movie villain evil? You know what? I think I did. I mean, I worked for some attorneys that were just horrid. That were just horrid. Angela said, I had a boss that used to call mommy dearest. I used to call my dearest behind her back. Oh, that's hilarious. That's really funny.
My bad boss was moved by HR, William says.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah.
That's always good. No, I used to have one boss when I was a legal secretary who was a woman, and I always hated working for women attorneys because they always felt like they were just trying to lift their leg on me. You know what I mean? Just always being that bitch to me. And I hated it. This lady would always cuss me out and stuff. And finally, I went and complained to the senior partner, and he pulled me off of working for her and took me to work for him because his secretary was leaving. So then I got to boss her around all the time and assign all of her cases. So karma, be nice, like we said earlier. Be nice. Okay, let's see. Angela says, everyone knew who I was talking about too. Talking about Mommy Dearest. No more wire hangers. And William says some of my best bosses were women. That's really good to hear. That's really good to hear.
That's real good. That's nice.
And it's probably a change. You know, this was in the 80s and 90s when I was working then, and you know, I think a lot of times women, when they get into sort of non-traditional women fields, sometimes the women go a little overboard, you know, and that was what I experienced. So I'm glad to hear that you had some good lady bosses. All right. Next question. What's the biggest workplace change you've seen since the 80s? I think if I had to answer that one, I would say all of these weird, like my sister was telling me, like, cause she was still working in the corporate world not that long ago. Like they provide food, like meals, and like cappuccino machines. And I mean, we were just lucky if we got a break. Oh, Angela's that's a good answer right there. Biggest workplace changes since the 80s, computers. That's 100%. That's 100%.
But I can remember in the late 80s, early 90s, how many liquid lunches there were.
William says going from paper to computers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Liquid lunches. No, you're right. Workplace drinking.
Oh yeah.
Workplace drinking, or at least like lunchtime workplace drinking. That's huge. Angela says, I agree with William. Yeah. I think this next question we will remember something that we probably have forgotten about. How about this one? Anyone else remember smoking in the office or ashtrays in the conference rooms? I mean, I used to smoke. I think everybody did. I quit in 1990, but I used to smoke at my desk at most of my jobs.
Wow.
Yeah. I think maybe by 1990 they had stopped that, but I think by in the 80s for sure I would smoke at my desk, and everybody was smoking back then. Did you ever have smokers at your work?
No. Well, yes,
But they weren't smoking in the office?
No.
Really?
No. Wouldn't let them.
Good.
So they had to go outside and smoke.
William says, yes, smoke was everywhere. That's what I see too. Angela says, LOL, in the Air Force, we smoked at our desk, but not in the clean rooms, computer rooms. Yeah, I think that was the rule.
Right.
I think that was the rule. You couldn't smoke around all the computer stuff, the chips or whatever were sensitive to that. I mean, it was horrible when I think about it now. Like I feel so sorry for the people who didn't smoke, being around all that secondhand smoke.
Oh yeah, very good point, WA.
Oh yeah, WA says smoking in the airplanes was common years ago, no longer now. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Oh my gosh. And
no
isn't
longer now.
And wasn't it hilarious how they would divide it up by smoking and non-smoking
Yeah.
section, as
Like
though
that
as though
matters.
the smoke would stay only in the smoking section. That's just crazy. That's crazy. It's good to see, and I'm glad to see society's kind of gotten away from that. Tony says, I worked for a Japanese company. A lot of them
Oh,
smoked until it was banned.
I'll bet.
I didn't know that. So is that a common thing with the Japanese
Yes.
people to smoke? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I did not know that. And William says, I remember going to an inside arena as a child and my eyes burning and with tears.
Wow.
And tears. Yeah. I remember my mom smoking in the car with the window cracked about this much, like that was going to help. And I mean, just everybody smoked. Everybody smoked back then. Maybe you were just a whiny ass kid.
Oh, golly.
That's harsh, but maybe.
That is harsh.
She was talking to William. Oh. I thought she was talking to me, but she probably was talking to me. It was just a little bit of a delay.
Watch out, William. She jumped my ass about getting a haircut.
Will probably be coming. One thing I have to say that's hilarious, Angela, is that we really weren't whiny, because every time we would cry or whine, my mom would say, better knock that off or I'll give you something to cry about.
Give you something to cry about.
And we never wanted that,
man.
because she was like, she had the free flailing arm in the car, and we weren't restrained by seatbelts, so we would duck and try and get away from that. So I don't know. All right. Next question. Or maybe we need to go to the next section.
Yeah, I think so.
The next section.
Yeah.
All right. The next section is reinvention and the unretired years. All right. Are you? Whoops. Take that one off. All right. Are you still earning? And if so, what are you doing now? Oh, see, that's funny. My dad beat my brothers and I to a pulp. I mean, we just didn't whine. I mean, if we were whining, that's exactly what would happen. We would get, they would give you something to cry about. And it was a different time. I mean, I remember getting spanked with a belt, and my dad would like snap it and make that sound with it.
Well, it was at school too. Right. If you screwed up at school, the teacher would go get a coach, and they would try to lift your ass up off of the ground by swinging, hitting you.
It was just a different time.
I
mean, anybody could whack you.
Yeah.
So that wasn't too good. All right. Are you still earning? And so what are you doing now? Tony says, I'm tech support, working mostly from home. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's real cool. Do you work like in a specific type of tech support? Like, I'm not trying to ask you your company or whatever, but a certain sector. That's cool. All right. Angela says, hang on.
All right, Dawn.
I got to go back up. I get a pension from the military. I'm also getting Social Security. Now I'm doing a whole lot of nothing, just things I want to do, working out at the gym, crocheting and stuff. See, I remember the crocheting.
Nice.
I remember. That makes me happy. Okay. That's awesome. That's good. And, I think a lot of times when people retire, at least from what we've read in the statistics, is they usually go about a year of just sort of decompressing from it. And then they find that they get bored and do something else. You may not. It sounds like you're already kind of busy and you've got, got stuff going on. So that's cool. All right. William says, yes, linesman / troubleshooting. That's really cool.
Excellent.
All right. Dawn says, server bartender for 20 years. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's a hard job. I went to bartending school when I got divorced after 20 years of marriage, and thought that would be a good way for me to make some extra money. And I went through the bartending school, and that was hard. That was really hard.
And I drank after I got my divorce.
So that worked out, my bartending skills that I learned. Anyway, but it's a lot harder than people think. Yeah. It's a lot harder. That's great. That's great, Don. Are you going to be retired anytime soon? All right. Let's go to the next question. If you're already retired, what gives you purpose these days? And even if you're unretired, you're still working or whatever. Like what gives you guys purpose?
Well, I know it gives Angela purpose.
She says there's this place in Tucson called Stretch Zone, and they stretch you out. Have you guys ever done anything like that? Hell no, I haven't. But it's probably good. I admire you. My hat's off to you. You're probably very fit and all that. All the stuff I need to be doing right now. So maybe you can be an inspiration for me, Angela. Let's see. William says any job dealing with the public is hard. No lie.
I agree with that.
I mean, we work with the public, with our job, and it's really hard. It's really hard.
I'm sure WA has some stories if he's in the airline industry.
Angela says, I'm thinking about trying it, though. The stretching place, you'll have to let us know if you like it, how that goes. William says, I like fixing or repairing things.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Me too.
There's a show that I watch on because we have Amazon Prime and we stream it, and there's a show on there called The Repair Shop. It's a British show, but it's so cool. They bring in all of these things, and they have all of these older people.
Yeah.
And they seem like they're in the unretired category. Most of them. A few of them are younger. And they fix all kinds of stuff. It's a great show. Jim and I watch it all the time.
Yeah, it's great.
Because he's also one that likes fixing and repairing things. That's really cool. Anybody else? Let's see. WA. I could have an entire show on my stories from the public.
I'll bet you could. I'll bet you could.
It's true. It's true. I mean, the public is crazy. I probably the craziest client I ever had was the one that on the day it came to pay me, because when we were, I was a licensed public adjuster in Arizona. I still am. I'm just not doing it anymore. And, we work and Jim would help me, and we would get the claims settled, and then we would get paid when we get them a settlement from the insurance company. Well, I had one, and I went to go get paid, and the guy's wife wanted to pay me, and she had a check for me, and he was in a wheelchair, and he was trying to run me down with the wheelchair so that his wife wouldn't pay me. And I ran out of there with the check and drove. I called Jim, and he's like, go to the bank immediately on your way home and deposit.
Yeah.
Because that was what we worked on for like 3 or 4 months. That was a really long claim. So working with the public is difficult.
I'm sure you've got some stories as well, Don. Can't be a bartender for 20 years and not have some stories about
people drinking.
People drinking, yeah.
William says, my wife got upset because I used William Fixes Shit as my YouTube name.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
That is hilarious. And I kind of feel like that sometimes with Jim, because it seems like a lot of our friends, they think they're married to him too, and he's over there fixing shit at their house. So I can relate to your wife. She definitely got it right.
That is a great YouTube name.
It is.
That is awesome.
Angela says, LOL, that's a good YouTube name. It is. That's hilarious. Dawn says, easy money, no more late nights with drunks.
Good for you.
Gotcha.
Good for you.
Oh, wait, I meant to put it on there. Did it go on there? All right.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Easy money, no more late nights with drunks. That's good. That's good. All right. Next question. Do you think our generation is redefining what retirement means? I think so. I think absolutely. I mean, when we look at our parents, when they retired, I think it was just a different time for them. I think they weren't expecting to have to earn anything, number one. And I think that they had a lot of friends that were doing retirement stuff. And I think that our society is a little more disconnected then.
Yeah.
Like I know when my parents retired, or my dad retired, it was horrible for my mom. But when my grandparents retired, they traveled and did all the normal retired stuff. William says, thanks, I changed it for her. Yeah. that name. I can see that you want to do that, especially on YouTube. You know,
You're my hero, man. That's a great name.
It is really
That is
funny.
a great name.
It is.
Wow.
It is. All right. All right. So, anybody want to comment on that, or is that a boring question? Do you think our generation is redefining what retirement means? A boring question?
Next.
Okay. Jim thinks it's a boring question, so we will move on. All right. Next question. Oh, this might be a good one. What would your younger self never believe you're doing now? What would my younger self wanting to move to a farm,
Yeah.
you know, to be rural and live on a farm? I don't think my younger self would ever believe that I'd want to be doing that. I
Yeah.
mean, because when I was 20, I moved to LA, and I was in LA during all the crazy hair band time, going to the Troubadour and the Roxy and the Whiskey, and go and listen to Guns N' Roses and other bands that were coming out back then. So no, moving to a farm I wouldn't think I would want to do that. What about you?
It's just different now that the older you get, the
Yeah.
easier I want my life.
Exactly.
I don't care about all the hustle and bustle and all that anymore.
Yes.
In fact,
yes.
I normally don't like to be around people anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
want to just do my own thing.
Angela says, what would your younger self never believe you're doing now? Succeeding. Yeah, you're rocking. You're doing great.
Absolutely.
You're crushing it out there, Angela. That's awesome. That's awesome. William says, staying married for over 40 years to the same wonderful woman.
That's awesome.
That's really, really
That's
awesome.
because you know how to fix shit.
That's exactly right. And I bet you she cooks.
I bet she does.
I bet she cooks. Yeah, I bet she does. And Don says, moving to Florida on my, I'm guessing you to say on your own, and buying a condo on my own. That's awesome. That's really, really good. So yeah. Where did you move from, Don? Was it a big move for you? A big cultural change from where you moved to moving to Florida? We like Florida a lot. In fact, we're looking to go to the Gulf Coast, which could be Florida, could be Alabama, could be Mississippi, could be Louisiana. We're not sure yet.
Pretty much sure not Louisiana.
Okay. Pretty sure not Louisiana. Okay. All right. How about this one? What gives you the most joy now that has nothing to do with money?
Wow.
Oh, hey, Jesse.
Jesse,
your name is going into the cup for the drawing. Jesse says, hi, guys. Oh, I meant to say that. Do that one. Hang on. Jesse says the one thing that he didn't believe he would do is leaving California. I know. I feel the same way. I left California. I lived there for 12 years, but I wanted to buy a house, and I couldn't afford to buy one in California. It was just too much. I mean, I did, but it was far from the city. And, all right. And William says to Dawn, welcome to Florida.
Awesome.
All right. Dawn says, Massachusetts. So many more Northerners down here now. Oh, I didn't realize that Massachusetts, where people from Massachusetts were moving down to Florida. I knew they did from New York and New Jersey. That's great. And William says, grandchildren. Excellent. And Tony K says, peace of mind traveling too. That's great. That's really great. And John says, thanks, William. 4 years. 4 years she's been in Florida. That's awesome.
That's great.
That's really great. All right. Next question. Oh, where are we? Oh, here we go. All right. Next question. Do you still feel driven to achieve something new?
Every day. Absolutely.
Yeah. I love creating stuff. Oh, look at the comments are going crazy over here. A lot of snowbirds from Massachusetts to Florida, WA says. Okay. I did not know that. Oh, yeah, meant a lot of states up north. Okay, you meant New England. Okay, gotcha. And Angela says, oh, what was the question again? I have to look at it. Do you still feel driven to achieve something new? Angela says, No, you know what? You're a new retiree, so I think we're going to give you a year, and we will come back to you
There you
next
go.
year and see if you feel the same way. You might, but I bet you don't.
I agree with you, William. Never stop learning, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. William
Never
says
stop
never,
learning.
never stop learning. That's awesome. That's really good. Okay. Oh, Angela says sounds fair. That's nice. I thought you were going to come back. I thought you were going to come for me there. So that was nice. Thank you. Thank you for being nice. Something you learned from your first job. Okay. All right. Next one. And this is the last one. And then we can just chat if you guys like. What advice would you give to someone who's scared to reinvent themselves? Like somebody, and there's so many people in our age range who are just scared, what advice would you give? Well, here we go. Jesse says, I recently heard that one reason time goes so fast at our age is we stop experiencing new things. Yeah, I think that's a very good point. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that comment.
That is great, Jesse.
Leap and the net will appear. That's kind of what we've
Yeah.
done. That's kind of what we've done. Really, to be honest with you, I mean, I quit my job. And more than retired, I think I just quit my job because it was just too stressful. People are crazy. The insurance companies weren't paying out like they did in the past years. And well, I just had it. So yeah. Leap and the net will appear. I love that one. I haven't heard that one before. And Angela says, excellent, to Jesse in Asia.
But Jesse, it's about activity too.
Yeah.
We all know people that they're happy just to sit in front of the TV all day.
Yeah.
And then those same people seem to be the ones that start having health problems.
Right.
And I don't know. I'm very active every day, and I think that it helps. It certainly helps keep my mind sharp.
Yeah.
And
Well, and it's not really about working. It's just about
No,
staying busy.
it is.
It's not really about that.
It is.
It's about staying busy, and no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think, I think for us, for our age, to even be on YouTube doing stuff like this shows that we're young at heart. A lot
All of us are.
A lot of people our
Absolutely.
age don't even know how to get on YouTube, much
Right.
less how to do a live stream on YouTube.
Right.
Or how to, So, my hats are off to you guys for getting out here and doing stuff and just showing the younger generation that we still got it. We still got it.
Yeah. And now we know somebody named William that fixes shit. I love that. William fixes shit. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, all right. Well, you guys have any questions for us? Because that's the end of our questions, but I'm not in necessarily any big hurry. I've been looking at, I know a lot of people are like, oh, we're sad that you guys, closed down the live stream. So, after 30 minutes or whatever. And I look at other people's live streams and they're like, go for like an hour or 2 hours or whatever. I'm like, well, crap, we can do that.
So what's everybody's weather like around the country?
Angela's asking a question. What did you do on vacation? So, well, to be fair, I'm the one that took the vacation.
I was in San Diego for 4 days.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was busy.
I mean, honestly, I've been doing this, doing the channel, and it's really fun, but it's really a full-time job too. And I'm learning so much. So I took the time to, I got this book. Oh, it's not here right now, but I got that Unretirement book that I talked about a few episodes back. I bought that one and I started reading it, and it's really good. I watched some videos on video editing. I learned how to use StreamYard, which it was a lot better on my desktop than it is tonight. But it's great. I think we're doing all right. I think it's going okay. What do you guys think of it, of the new format? We'll get better at it, but do you like having the comments on the screen? Is that better than just us reading them out? What do you guys think about that? And what else did I do? I did some cooking.
Yeah.
It was a staycation for me. I just needed a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you, WA. I'm glad you like it.
WA says, I like it a lot. I think it's nice to have the comments, on the screen like that.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice for people watching it, you know, in the future too, not on the live stream. And Jesse says, you guys are working hard and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Thanks,
and you know
Jesse.
what? I want to give a shout out to Jesse.
Yeah.
I just realized yesterday that Jesse has a channel on YouTube. That's awesome.
It is.
It's really good. So
we
you guys,
watched it.
we want to encourage you to check out Jesse's channel. It's really, really good. And I'm not just saying that because there's a lot of channels that aren't really good.
Yeah.
But his is really good. Let's see here. Tony says, thumbs up for that. Thank you. William says, you both are doing a great job. Thank you so much, William. That means a lot. Thank you, guys. All right, let's see here. You get better and better. Thank you so much, Dawn. That's nice. Jesse says, I've never seen comments on the screen like that. Cool. Yeah, we started using StreamYards. We were having so many problems with the YouTube live streaming software. It turned off on us a couple times. It froze up on us one of the times. I think like the second time.
Right.
Or maybe the third time, and we had to end it early, and nobody knew what was going on. So we switched over to this StreamYard, and I can. And Angela says, you can see me, right? Yep, we can see your comments. I can see a picture of you next to your name. So yeah. And Jesse says, thanks. Yeah, no problem. We really enjoyed your channel. I'm going to go back and check it out. Jesse has a lot of videos, and he's been doing this longer than we have. And the quality was excellent.
Very good quality.
I liked it. You had a really good on-screen presence, really calming and just really nice. It was great. I liked it. So now is it time for the drawing?
It's time.
Are you guys ready?
Shake it up, baby.
All right.
Here, I'll shake it. You can draw this time.
Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Who's it going to be? It is Jesse. Jesse,
awesome.
You won. So what you have to do is you have to go to our website, which is unretiredaf.com. And I think I have I think I actually did a banner. I think I did a banner for it. If you go there and check out our merch and pick out whatever mug you like, and you can just send us an email to unretiredafpodcast@gmail.com. And we'll send it, have it drop shipped right to you. I just need to make sure if Fourth Wall, are you still in Asia? Jesse, I saw on your channel you're in Wuhan. Are you still there? If so, we may have to send it to you ourselves. I don't know if the vendor drop ships there. So we'll
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, just get with us and I'm in Pittsburgh. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome.
Excellent. Yeah. So just go on our channel, pick out whichever mug you want, drop us an email to unretiredafpodcast@gmail.com, and we will send it out to you. Send us your address too, so we can get it sent to you.
Well, guys, without you, we can't build this.
Yeah.
And we really, really appreciate all your support you're giving us.
Yeah.
I feel like we're making new friends.
Yeah.
And that's very, very exciting to me.
Yeah.
And, I hope you have a great rest of the week.
Yeah.
And
well, and consider coming over to the, if you haven't joined the school community, come on over. Anybody that's here in the live stream tonight, if you haven't joined, because we, starting on the 1st, we start charging for it. But anybody that comes in there today, as a result of this live stream, I'll waive that.
Sure.
And you can have lifetime free access, because we're just trying to build a group. We're not trying to make a ton of money at all from it. We just want to build a community of like-minded people, because I think we've all got stuff to share with each other. So
we've also on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m.
No, 7 a.m.
No, you changed the date.
No.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Daylight savings screws us up. So that's it. So it's 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern time over there in the Screw Group. We do a Rebel coffee hour, and it's like an hour of just of talking, but it's all cameras. So if you have a webcam or even on your phone, you can sign in to the call, and it's really nice, and we can hear your voice and see your face too. So anyway, all right, we'll see you. Angela says see you next week.
Cheers,
look forward
guys.
to your videos this week. Stay safe. Thank you, Angela. You too. And William says good night. Good night, William. We will see you next time. And Tony says nice stream. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Well, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Bye.